So I decided, right? I decided that I want to go to war, right? I really want to go to war. I want to go to war. And there's so many wars that can be played out. Like I really want to go to war. But I want to go to war in the health and fitness industry. I want to go to war there. I want to go to war with people who are fasting every month, last meal on Thursday, fasting for a minimum of 3 days, 6 days, 9 days, up to 27 days, just like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said in How to Eat to Live. Now, I want you to hear me out clear. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad said in How to Eat to Live that we can outlive our doctors because the doctors live just as the same length as their patients do. So I want an army like that. You know, that's why I love the health and fitness field, because if you really understand the book How to Eat to Live, it's not only teaching you which medicine to take for a disease, it's already teaching you that fasting is the prescription for any disease, if you understand. So fasting being the prescription for the disease, over 90% of the illnesses and ailments that we have. Therefore, who is the enemy? You have two enemies. You have yourself, because ain't nobody stopping you from going to the kitchen. Ain't nobody stopping you from ordering that food from outside. Ain't nobody stopping you. You make your money, you spend it. Am I right or wrong? Coffee talk. And then there is nobody stopping you from cooking the food in your kitchen, or going to the kitchen to eat some food that's out of proportion that you shouldn't be putting in your system. So the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that it doesn't matter how many times a day you eat, it's what you think, because what you think has an effect on the food that you eat, has an effect on your body. So it could be with anything. So that's what I want to go to war with. I want a team. I want a strong team. I don't want to know that I am the only one that on Thursday I'm the only one smashing fast. I want to know that going forward that there's a team building up who's willing to sacrifice desires to extend their life and their health and enhance their health and their well-being, to be examples of what it's like to have a strong body. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said you need a strong body to hold these teachings. But just because you're going to hold some righteous teachings don't mean you won't come into some negativity too. So you got to be able to withstand that. So they call it in businesses weathering the storm. Coffee talk. So I want to go to war because, and going to war, you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have your internal fight. That internal voice that wants you to buy the pizza when you know you're supposed to be eating a tomato. The mental fight when you know you want to do something, you know it's good for you, but you do otherwise. And the next thing you know, you suffering the consequences in what you didn't want to suffer in the first place. And you knew it was coming, so therefore you probably even deserve the consequences. And then it's the physical fight where you know you got to take your walks. You know you got to do your hot baths with the Epsom salt and the bubbles and the candles and the music playing. You know you got to take time out for yourself and meditate in the morning and meditate at night. You know you got to do these certain things like read a chapter or read a paragraph a day in the book so you can enhance your learning abilities on all levels and anything that you want to learn, because when you're fasting, you got more time on your hands to learn and do anything that you want to do. So why did I say I want to go to war? Because when you give one command, the soldiers follow. But if a captain or a squad leader or a lieutenant or a first officer have to keep saying the same things over and over again, then you become the weak chain. And the weak chain will cause the rest of the team to unfold and unravel. So what you'll become a, what is that called? Is I forgot, and you'll become expendable. But your actions will separate yourself from what you want to be a part of just by what you do. And you may not think it won't, but it does, because people watch, listen, and talk. And people do a lot of pillow talking too. So when the people who are above you tell you something what to do, it's okay to go against it as long as it doesn't go against your beliefs. But to listen to the order and take heed in the health and fitness aspect, because we are at war. I mean, come on. You mean to tell me that a disease, a virus had to come up about however which way it did, but it was permissible by the one who's in power, the supreme being, to allow you to breathe it in and take you out because we didn't follow the guidelines of health. So think about this. So you mean to tell me that how to eat to live makes your body stronger than anything that it could come in contact with, and overcome it just by following the guidelines, the divine guidelines? You see what I'm saying? The divine guidelines, because I'm not starting back from history. I'm telling you something that's knowledge of self. So knowledge of self is, who is the original man? And once you know the answer to that, you understand who you actually are. And once you learn who you actually are and have a knowledge of self, you'll start to have you'll start to grasp, like, wait a minute, hold up. Why is it that I'm falling for the lollipop when I should be eating a banana? Or why is it that I'm going to go eat when I can control my urges and eat when it's time to eat according to my lifestyle and the results in which I'm looking for, and then take on a fast starting every first Thursday of the month? Come on. I've been in the game since I was 4. I'm 30 now. I've seen people grow enlarged over the years and make excuses. I've seen people grow into unknown diseases. We see it today. Let's not act like that we don't see this. We see family members getting crazy. We see it. So if you start to become the black sheep of your friends and family because you start to live a certain way, it's because you actually love yourself. So you got to start to love yourself in a way that others will start to treat you in such a way that they may not like it, but they'll respect it. Because I go into my people's homes or whomever, and they're like, you fasting today or you eating? Because they know what's up. It's a lifestyle. So it starts now, and it becomes beautiful, because then it's like, oh yeah, they started something else. All right, what's next? Put a mask on. All right, come on, cool. All right, I'm going to work. But when you scared because of you already have underlying issues, How to Eat to Live can check that. How to Eat to Live, living under the divine guidelines of How to Eat to Live by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, give it to him by Master Farad Muhammad, is a way of extending your life another 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, however much longer you want to live. The earth has been here longer than us. So come on. So I'm looking to go to war. So if you want to go to war, and I don't care what your results may be, if you want lean muscle, if you want big muscle, if you want to just get right, you know what I'm saying? If you want your organs to be stronger, if you want to become something physical and mentally and spiritually on point to the degree in which you know that your body can weather a storm, even if it comes in contact with something, then let this be it. You give one command, boom, and you know what the worst person is? The worst person is the one who know and don't apply. The worst person is the one who knows and I understand now they become hypocritical because their actions are against of the things of what they know, so their actions show just like, oh, so you ain't really with it. And I'm talking to myself, and it's real like that. So that's why I want to go to war. So if I have a strong team of people who I know, that I just send out the message, we fasting, we good, let's go, set it off. Kitchen's closed. Coffee talk. Peace.